Okay, just as a teaching tool, like I was telling you, dude. Remember what I said about the neutrons and how if they're not overwhelmed by the more positive energy of the proton, right? They're unstable inside an atom, and they're on the outside of an atom, right? They're in a constant state of decay and disintegration. And remember what I was telling you about how they come together as a black hole matter, but first, before they do that, a lot of times they become neutron stars that pulsate erratically with energy. And that's because either they're too charged up or they're not charged up enough to keep that neutron star matter stable. And what it does is it collapses into a black hole matter, okay? And whenever you cross negative with negativity, it's the incarnate devil of you. And like I told you about Shiva, Shiva was the neutral godhead, okay? And every time you cross negative with negativity, it is a he shaft on your matter. It is a Shiva shaft. Okay, Shiva is no good as truth because nowhere in existence does neutral exist. Neutral is nothing. Either it's more positive and good, right, to the truth of its shape, form, and mass, Christ-like as its matter, or it's the bigger and better of negatively deficient of it. And like I was telling you, man, from the smallest Planck length of existence, okay, it's just an energy that is one more positive as its circuitry than all negativity. When it makes protons, neutrons, electrons, quarks, gluons, or whatever else they say for the energy level they're expressing, right? They're only more positive than any negativity that would not have them here and now as the indestructible function of a holy atom. One more positive male than all female negativity of it. And see, every time you cross negative with negativity, right, you can only do it one way. More female with your matter than male with the energy of your spirit, of the Holy Spirit of you. See, all matter is deficient of being light, pure light, okay? And it's all animated by the more positive you take it in as energy, as the light of it, as the spirit of you, to keep your soul, which is your matter. It's negative of being light, always good as truth. And it starts with the atoms that make up your embodiment of matter. Okay, inside this atom is a proton and a neutron. Now this neutron is always negatively deficient of being a proton to the here and now of it, okay? And even when they do turn into protons, it's still negatively deficient of being a neutron, you see? So it's always negatively deficient of being a proton as a neutron, okay? And without the more positive energy of a proton overwhelming it, the atom, right, can't hold its bond through the electronegativity of the electron field, or the point of the electron, the negative charge of it, to the reality check of its matter. And what happens is its bonds mutate, negatively deficient, right? And like anything that's dying out, right, if it's a man or a woman, we act crazy in one way or another, or it's expressed crazy through the dysfunction of the mutated matter of our bodies, right? Growing old, or with cancers, or anything that's getting the more positive over on us as the negative of it. But once you know to cross back more positive than negative, this is stated from all the atoms that you're created of, okay? They're all indestructible. Anywhere creation of existence, as long as that matter that you're expressing is more positive than negative, if you don't go splat, you can always add up good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity. You can't suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die that. Look, I want to show you something. It's the only state that all of existence is stated here and now, okay? Without it being that way, whatever the matter is only negatively deficient, crisscrossing to one neutral nothing of it. And see, Shiva is a shafting Godhead, okay? And when you take on this blue-blooded devil, right, with your body and your flesh, right, that becomes the red devil of you. You hear me? And just like a neutron star, because it's unstable with negativity, either more positively charged with the negative of it than it should be with energy, or negatively deficient of it, it flickers unstable. It pulsates and then it turns into a black hole matter. And this is what you do with your body as you mutate it to one nothing of you here and now, not knowing to bring back the negatives of you always more positive. You hear me? To be more positive than negative, right, is the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth to the here and now of you. It's the absolute good truth of God of every shape, form, and mass, expressing it, only crossing to a bigger, better here and now matter of them. From the inside out at 360 degrees. The buildings, trees, you, me, even the biggest pulsating stars of all creation of existence of affinity. What was I going to tell you? Oh, okay. Like I told you, that atom, everywhere creation of existence, right, is only more positive than negative. And that's why it's always good as truth, unless it crosses female. But for the conversation I want to have with you, you hear about parallel universes, right? And you hear about parallel worlds. And you hear about all these things that's other than us, right? That can only be created one way if they ever have any kind of real binding existence. And the reason why they don't is because none of them are more positive than the negatives of them. To keep the reality check of them here and now good as truth. They're just a flicker of a true existence, which is ours, Duke. You hear me? It's our existence, because in reality check, right, we can always go do more positive than negative to always make ourselves good as truth. That true knowledge is here for us to live and breathe infinitely forever. But if we don't know it, because we think that things cross faithfully bad, evil, and sinful, and like I told you earlier, Jesus said, all without sin, whoever's without sin, be the one to cast the first stone. Well, I'll be that guy. To cross more positive than negative with your polarity, right, than negative matter, is the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth to the here and now of you. It's the bad, evil, sinful way of nothing. And it's the only absolute bigger, better of your here and now you can ever be. It's the only state that all miracles are granted, all prayers are answered, and all things that you will ever be good as truth will happen in reality. And with that, I'm gonna call this video ended, and until next time, peace.